Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Terra Arisen. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this setting for the Cepheus Deluxe role-playing game, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about careers. We start with some details about the Terran colonial militia. Due to the long, protracted war for independence, the UTR insists that all healthy citizens receive basic militia training as part of their schooling, as well as periodic militia training if they are not in active military service. To represent this, all UTR characters will enter their first career with both melee combat 0 and gun combat 0, in addition to any other background skills, regardless of their homeworld's law level or the edu characteristic. All of the Cepheus Deluxe careers are available for characters in Terra Arisen. You have a table providing some in-setting context and minor changes for these careers where needed. For example, in the case of the agent, this career can represent everything from police to private investigators, corporate operatives, bounty hunters, and even journalists. The UTR has its own intelligence apparatus, the CRC system. In the case of the Scout, there is no official Scout service in the UTR. The Scout career represents a loose network of explorers, smugglers, and couriers that spans the entirety of known space. Some of these Scouts are independent, while others have government, corporate, or even criminal backing for their voyages. And these are just a couple of examples. Now, when it comes to detailed careers, this chapter provides several additional setting-specific careers, both human and alien. This includes 7 alien careers and 5 human careers. Humans, of course, may undergo other careers, such as the Terran Army, Terran Navy, Terran Merchant Marine, and so on, which use their respective Cepheus Deluxe core book careers. However, all careers in Terra Arisen, whether from this book or the Cepheus Deluxe book, use the War Events table, instead of Cepheus Deluxe's Life Event table. This table is included in this book. Should a character receive a promotion during an event or later, by purchasing a promotion using a mustering out benefit, remember that each promotion also gives the character a bonus skill level to assign where the player likes. There is one exception. The free promotions that all characters receive in terms 2, 4, and 6 do not provide free skill levels. Now, when it comes to variant retirement, due to the longer lifespans inherent to most species in the Terra Arisen setting, it is suggested using a modified retirement plan. A character who has served 7 or more terms in a single service receives a yearly retirement pension, even if they later become an adventurer. You have a table detailing this. Now, when it comes to mustering out benefits, there are some setting-related changes that must be addressed. When it comes to the Explorer Society, this newly formed and exclusive club of spacefarers and their wealthy hangers-on is a useful source of information, networks, and patrons, as well as providing a free 1 parsec high passage ticket every 2 months. The society is based on Terra, but has a very diverse outlook that encourages travel and cosmopolitanism. Concerning ships, in Terra Arisen, ship mustering benefit roll results work in much the same manner as they do in Cepheus Deluxe. If the PC receives a ship as a mustering out benefit, they assume all the responsibilities of being the owner or operator of the vessel, described in the table included in this section. Assume that all ships gained as mustering out benefits are more than slightly used. Note that any party may only have 1 ship. Now, concerning the Starship character trait, those characters who elect to take the Starship trait may receive a used 200-ton trader, 100-ton prospector, 100-ton scout, or a 200-ton research vessel with a 40-year mortgage. Alternatively, the referee may rule that the Starship trait counts as a ship mustering out benefit or vice versa and proceed accordingly. Concerning multiple ship benefits, in the case where different PCs gain different ships as mustering out benefits, the players can decide which ship to take for the group. The referee should decide what to do for the player characters whose ships were not selected as the group vessel. Either the player should re-roll the ship benefit on the mustering out benefit or cash table, or the ship benefit result can be applied towards the group's chosen vessel. For example, 200-ton trader mortgages can be reduced by additional ship benefits, or perhaps the ship can be upgraded in some way. In no circumstances should a ship that comes with in-setting obligations have those obligations lightened. Referees should not limit adventure or campaign hook options. Let's talk about some of the details of the mustering out benefit ship table. In the case of a 200-ton infiltrator, these stealthy strike ships belong to the Cepheus Harmony, and any player character who owns one had better carry out whatever mission the Harmony occasionally requires of them. The PC is not responsible for yearly maintenance costs. In the case of a 300-ton Zeus Scavenger, the PC is the full owner and operator of this ship. There is no mortgage to pay. However, the ship is 30 plus 1D decades old and requires additional maintenance. And in the case of a 30-ton Reticulan military saucer, the military version of the Reticulan saucer is common across known space. If you receive this benefit again, you may gain a level of piloting or reduce the age of the ship by 1 decade. Unlike other ship benefits, multiple Reticulans may each gain their own saucer. And these are just a few examples. Now, when it comes to reserve ships, as part of President Sheng's post-war demobilization effort, the United Terran Republic decommissioned and sold off many ships. However, Terran Naval High Command maintains a good level of readiness for future conflict by mothballing ships in storage or by placing ships on reserve. A ship on reserve is given to reliable parties, that is, retired or honorably discharged Terran military officers for their own use. The ship received is subject to referee discretion and is not a full-scale naval vessel, but rather an auxiliary military transport or second-line combatant. Possible reserve ships include scouts, traders, yachts, corsairs, or the Shaka-class light military transport described in Chapter 5, as the Navy has operated many of them as naval auxiliaries. For UTR Navy careers in Terra Arisen, a result of 6 on the Navy mustering out material benefit table should read reserve ship. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to take a closer look at the specific setting careers. I like how the material in Cepheus Deluxe is completely adapted or modified for this setting as needed. It's not just slapping on material, it's about putting actual thought into how the careers and anything related to them plays out into this ongoing space power plays. Thank you for watching this part of the review. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that have been supporting the channel by sending drive-thru RPG gift certificates. If anyone else wants to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.